we don't know what to do. Look. Clear it out. God, look at him.
Good morning. My mom and I are here at the old gallery at Allenspark. And this is located inside Allenspark, Colorado. We're pulled off Highway 7 here. And today we're going to hike the Fox Creek and Rock Creek Loop. And we had to walk down Highway 7 for a minute or two to get over here to the beginning of the trail. But I think we're almost there. And I think we're on the right path. The official start time was 7:30. And yep, here we go. This is the beginning of the trail. All right, and we're coming up to a trail sign here. So we're still looking good. Looks like trail number 932. And that wind is whipping today. It'd be nice if that died down a little bit. When I researched this hike online, it said that it had right around a 600-foot elevation gain. Okay, we're gonna hit this left and keep on hiking. And there should be two main features on this hike. One of them is going to be where the Fox Creek and Rock Creek merge. There should be like a little waterfall type thing out there. Looks really awesome. And then on the way back, we should see remnants of an old cabin. Epic views of Twin Sisters out there in the background. And we're going down this trail. And like my mom always says, what goes down must come up. But this is actually kind of nice because I feel like we've come down and we're a little more out of the wind now. And this is what I was afraid of with this hike. There are a lot of trails out here. However, according to the map that I had taken a picture of, I believe we want to go straight right here and do the loop in a clockwise direction. Awesome views of Twin Sisters. And then right over here to the left behind the trees is going to be Estes Cone. There it is. And we can even see House Rock sticking up back there, which is hidden behind Twin Sisters. But yeah, this is nice. We're continuing to drop down, but more importantly, we're out of the wind. I mean, we were getting blasted there at the beginning. That was not pleasant. And we're approaching 3 moose right off the trail here. Ooh, actually make that 4. 4 moose. We've got 1 here, 1 in the trees, and then 2 over here. There is a tiny little fence that's separating us. However, I don't know if that's going to stop them. Ooh. We might have to take a wide berth around these guys. He's eyeballing me. Wow, that one on the right is huge. And that is one gigantic moose. Yeah, she's massive. It looks like a little baby one in the background. Quit eyeballing me. I'm hoping that that fence will protect us, but I don't know. Yeah, there's the big one with the rack right back there. And so far, this is a real nice hike. I don't think you're going to see too many people out here. I feel like this is a hidden gem. I mean, I had to really dig to find information on this thing. And we're also getting epic views of Mount Meeker over there. Looking huge. And this would have been a real pretty hike just a few weeks ago. All these aspen trees. Wow. But they have dropped all of their leaves. And we can hear that wind whipping overhead. I'm glad we're out of it. And another thing about this trail is that it might get ticky in summer. I don't know. We're walking through a bunch of high grass right now. And we have been hiking downhill pretty much this entire time, which means the entire second half of this hike is going to be all uphill. Oh, nice. And we're coming up to some water. I'm guessing that this is part of the Fox Creek right here. And we've made it out to another trail split here. But I don't think we want to go to the left. According to my map, we want to hit this right-hand turn. We're starting to hit the rocky terrain. And I just walked through a spider web with my face. And this is really pretty back here. We're now hiking alongside the water. And that was my plan. I did not actually bring any water with me. I just figured if I needed any, I could get some out of the creek. And we're approaching the halfway point of the hike. And that should be the cool spot where the two creeks merge. Yeah, I saw some pictures of it and it looked pretty awesome. And we got spider webs out the wazoo back here. Freaking everywhere. And it looks like we hit the end of the trail. We're gonna have to find another way around. But this is a pretty epic spot. Look at that through there. It is just now 8:30, so that only took an hour to get out here. I'm thinking we hiked probably 2 miles or so. Yeah, this is beautiful along here. I'm so glad that sun came out. It's warming us up. And I am loving this spot right here. This is awesome. And this whole hike is in the Roosevelt National Forest, which means we're in the drone zone, baby. Let's fly. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to hike up and around the rocks. We're coming up and over the top of this thing. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little hike. And that's going to be a straight drop off right there. Yeah, this is an epic spot. I'm loving it. Okay, and I'm wondering how we're going to get across this water and over to the other side. Right now, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm saying this whole area back here is a hidden gem. Beautiful. I had just dropped my little Oakley bag. Okay, I don't think this is where we want to go. So we've just come down through here, and then it looks like the trail splits off and goes down to the water. So I think that's what we need to do. And it is a beautiful day out here. Look at that blue sky. My mom's exploring that trail over there, but I can already tell that's not the direction that we want to go. And this is going to be the other end of that little canyon. That is awesome. Oh yeah, this is cool back here. Whoa. Yeah, here we go with the waterfall. That is sweet. And this is the spot back here. This is it. You do have to navigate these rocks though to get back to that spot. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it. So if you get stuck on the other side of the water, there's a little bridge you can walk across. It only looks slightly sketchy. But right along the water here is where the trail continues. And during the first half of the hike, you walk alongside Fox Creek. However, on the second half of the hike, you're going to be next to Rock Creek. And I can now see why they named this Rock Creek. It's pretty rocky. And of course, the one time I don't bring any water, I inhale a bug. Yeah, I feel like that bug is smashed up against the back of my esophagus, laying a gang of larvae or something. It's not comfortable. I can feel it. And we made it back into the sun. And the only bad thing is that we've got to do all that uphill to get back. But it shouldn't be too bad. I'm telling you, this hike is awesome. It has exceeded my expectations. I can't get that bug out of my esophagus. And we hit another trail split. However, we don't want the left. We want to stay to the right because I can see the trail sign over here, number 932. And we have started going uphill. And I think we're going to get quite a bit of this on the way back. And I feel like the people that live in Allenspark are probably not going to be happy with me that I'm exposing one of their hidden gems. But this is a good little hike. I highly recommend it. Yeah, this is kind of a hidden trail out here because I know Cotrex doesn't show the whole thing. Cotrex shows parts of the trail, but not the entire loop. And we're still grinding our way up this thing. I think the name of this loop needs to be the Fox Rocks Loop. The Fox Rocks. That sounds way cooler than the Fox Creek and Rock Creek Loop. That's just too long and it doesn't roll off the tongue. And that's going to be Meadow Mountain sticking up right there in front of us. And another good thing about this hike is that it keeps you out of the wind for the most part. You're tucked way down there and there's no wind. Yeah, the higher we hike back up out of there, the more we're getting hit with it. We're almost back to the trail split, which means we will have completed the loop. And we've passed probably 3 or 4 trail splits, but just stay on 932 and you'll be good to go. And another cool thing about this hike is that just across the street from where we parked, you can go down into Allenspark and fill up some bottles with spring water. We did that before the hike, and that's where we saw those turkeys. And we've done it. Fox Rocks Loop complete. Just a little more uphill to do. All right, and I think the uphill is over. The rest of this should be downhill. And back there somewhere was the remnants of the old cabin, but we missed it. We must have just hiked right on by it. We're getting ready to drop in on Highway 7, and that's going to be Allenspark, right over there across the street. And we made it back down to 7 Highway, and you might be able to park right there. I really didn't want to risk it, so we parked up at the gallery instead. And we got to hike it up Highway 7 here for a minute or two. And my GPS has got that at closer to 5 miles, not 4. And I can buy that. 5 miles sounds about right. All right, Fox Rocks Loop. Boom, got it. Well, we hope you enjoyed that hike. And until the next one, y'all, peace.